Unbeaten in the regular season is 6, and then it's Viger, Williamson, Baker, and Citronelle. And of course, unbeaten Murphy is just 2 victories away from winning a state 4A title. Jeff Davis is the Panthers' next opponent Friday night at Ladd Stadium in Mobile. Eric Wesson has the rundown on the big game.
Since super sophomore running back Michael Pierce went down for the season with calcium deposits on his thigh, the Murphy offense has been less than spectacular. Friday night against top-ranked Jeff Davis of Montgomery, the Panthers must get a very good performance from senior quarterback Todd Abrams. Abrams has been the Murphy offensive key since Pierce went down a month ago.
I think we'll have to open it up. I'm not sure it's going to be early in the ball game or late, but we're going to have to open it up.
The Jeff Davis offense averages over 28 points per game, but the Murphy defense has allowed less than 6 points per outing. The key to the Murphy defense is a huge line that averages over 245 pounds across, led by 260-pound Bill Condon, number 74.
I think it's up to our defense whether we can hold them. We can hold them to less points. I think we can score about 21 points, 28 points.
Murphy wants to prove that Mobile teams can play with the powers from the north, and if there was ever a chance to prove it, it will be Friday night. Eric Wesson, Sports 10.
And of course, tickets for that game are on sale right now at Murphy.
We all held our breath, and Murphy came through tonight.
Yeah, Murphy came through, and Atmore came through. It's been a long time since we won a state title, but we got 2 shots coming up next week because the Murphy Panthers have moved into the finals of the state 4A playoffs by beating the number 1 team in the state of Alabama, Jeff Davis of Montgomery. Eric Wesson has all the good news.
Davis leading 6-0 in the first quarter. Murphy drove 71 yards in 13 plays on their second possession. Quarterback Todd Abrams banged 8 yards to the Jeff Davis 2-yard line, and moments later, Abrams crossed the goal line on the keeper. The point after was no good, and the score was tied at 6 apiece. The Murphy defense was outstanding as usual. In the second quarter, cornerback Wayman Johnson saved a sure Jeff Davis touchdown by batting the ball down in the end zone, and the score was tied at 6 apiece at the half. Murphy drove 64 yards in 13 plays in the third quarter, capped off by a short 1-yard burst by Paul Davenport. The point after again was no good. 12-6 Murphy with 4 minutes left in the third. In the fourth quarter, the Murphy defense completely shut the Vols down, and that was the key to the victory. Davenport scored on a 10-yard burst with 13 seconds left in the game to seal it. The 2-point conversion was good. Murphy goes to the state championship with a 20-6 victory over Jeff Davis of Montgomery. At Ladd Stadium, Eric Wesson, Sports 10.
Well, it's been a long time, but we're on our way.
Tomorrow night may be the most important game the Murphy High Panthers have played so far. The students at Murphy had a special send-off today. We thought we would show you what went on.
It's kind of ridiculous for staff to go up there tomorrow because they really ought to bring that trophy down here. They know that.
Murphy just a little excited today.
The good old days. Can you remember those days? Or are they too far gone for you, Glenn?
A little too far gone, I think.
Me too. I got to agree with that. After that rousing pep rally today, the Murphy Panthers boarded 2 of these chartered buses, and they headed north to the magic city of Birmingham. They held a workout on the AstroTurf surface at 3:30 this afternoon, and they'll watch game films again of Austin Decatur later tonight. Eric is with the team, and he will have a report by satellite at 10 tonight, and we'll also have satellite highlights tomorrow at 10 of that 4A state battle between Murphy and Austin of Decatur.
Boy, I tell you, Murphy's got to be all geared up for tomorrow night's contest.
Atmore too, and yes. Eric Wesson is all geared up. He's in the Magic City tonight. We're going to go to him in just a second. Murphy Panthers got their first chance to work out on that synthetic AstroTurf surface at Legion Field this afternoon. Eric Wesson was at that practice, and he has a report by satellite.
The Murphy Panthers have arrived in Birmingham. When the Panthers walked through the tunnel and onto the artificial surface at Legion Field this afternoon, all the hard work and hard knocks seem worthwhile. The dream is now reality. You got off that bus, you walked through the tunnel. What went through your mind?
Well, we're finally here. 13 games. After last year, that's all we said in the weight room while we were lifting weights, and out there running the bleachers, and this summer, this is what we're working for, and this is, it's all going to pay off, and it finally has.
This is what we've been playing for all year, and it's finally here.
What did you feel when you walked through that tunnel?
I feel like I was ready to win the football game tomorrow night.
Today's practice lasted about an hour. The primary goal, get used to the artificial surface at Legion Field.
Just wanted to get the feel of this and to get the awe of the stadium out of them and let them see everything and be used to it, so we stayed a little longer than normal.
What do you think of the surface so far?
It's it'll burn you if you fall. That's what it is so far from what I felt, when you hit the ground.
Otherwise, you think it's a good fast track?
Oh yeah, you can move real good on it.
So far, the Murphy Panthers seem to love the artificial surface at Legion Field. Hopefully, they'll love it even more after playing Austin for the state title Friday night. At Legion Field in Birmingham, Eric Wesson, Sports 10.
Ah, the miracles of satellite. It goes up in Birmingham and comes down in Mobile. Auburn, and that brings us up to the final game of the state 4A football championship, Friday night, December 2nd, Legion Field against Austin of Decatur. Coach, kind of a dream come true.
Well, it's been a great season. It's been a great 13 weeks, and now we're looking for the 14th, and we have a very formidable opponent. Austin has been rated in the top 10 all year as far as high school athletics concerned, Alabama. And at the close of the regular season, we were ranked number 3. So it's been a long climb for us, and it's certainly anticipated that we'll look forward to this ball game.
You were coming off a losing season your first year, and did you ever dream the first day of practice in August that you could get this far?
Well, believe it or not, we've talked about it a lot. Coach Collette and I talked preseason about how we felt like we had an opportunity to have a great football team, but we just didn't screw it up. And the kids have come back. They started working in last year when close of 1982 season in the weight room and off season, and they worked very hard up through this point, and they've worked very good going into this ball game.
What kind of a game are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for a wide-open ball game. Austin is a very explosive type offense. They play a good, hard-nosed defense, and basically we've been able to do the same thing this year. So we feel like it will be an open ball game and a ball game that will, excite the spectators and give them some football to enjoy.
Okay, let's go to the kickoff. All right, Coach, here's the opening kickoff. We're getting ready for the opening kickoff, introduction of players, and the weather's still pretty nice in Birmingham.
Well, it's just begun to rain, and it's not really that bad yet. Wind's picking up a little bit, but the excitement is at such a point right now, the weather doesn't matter.
What goes through your mind, the coaching staff minds, the players' minds at this point?
Well, I think it's just a matter of everybody trying to check in his own mind, making sure that everything's been covered and everything's been done, and we're ready to play a complete ball game.
We're ready for the kickoff, and Butch Lewis is going to kick off for you.
Yes, Butch is taking over the kicking in the after the regular season ball game against Fairhope when Gene Lofton got hurt. He's done an exceptional job of kicking off, and as you know, Butch has signed a scholarship with the University of Alabama.
Here you are getting some last-minute instructions from the official.
Well, it's they're introducing the captains to the officials. That was Charles Kimbrough and Norbert Dean.
Okay, we're ready for the kickoff. Rain coming down just a tad harder now.
It's really picked up about time we teed it up, and I think it picked up throughout the ball game. It got hard and hard.
Pretty good kickoff in the rain, huh?
Butch does a good job. He's a very talented athlete. He plays baseball, he does track, and football, and do most anything.
In the rain, giving them the opening kickoff, was that a little bit of an advantage to them? Did you wonder about that?
We were just wanting to get started. We didn't. I don't think it was really an advantage. Here comes a big play by Charles Kimbrough. On this next play, that was Joel Stalling that went over there, number 77 Family. At Mississippi College, there, Charles on his big play did a good job in stopping him.
Okay, that stopped him and forced them into a punting situation. Going to give you the first possession of the night for Murphy.
Well, we were really anxious to get started and got the ball in pretty good position. We didn't do a lot with it at the first time. I guess nerves got to it. On this opening play, Todd Abrams keeps the ball. He was selected the outstanding football player for our football team in this ball game. Eamon did a tremendous job for us. Now this is a pass play from Todd to John Gates, first pass of the ball game completed. John made a real good effort in hanging on the football and got us the first down, moving the ball right off.
That was pretty important because even in the rain, you established against them right off the bat you could pass.
Well, we had gone in the ball game expecting to throw a lot, and we were going to run on this type play right here where we had one pass option, and the rain just took that away from us. I believe we will run out of downs here and fixing to punt the football. This is Todd Abrams doing the kicking for us, and Todd is not regular kicker. He's filling in for Gene Lawson's punting, and we are missing Gene in the ball game here.
Okay, they get the ball back for the second time of the night, but you do put together a good defensive series here.
Well, the defense, I think, here comes the play right here by Thomas Smith, and broke up pass play on this one coming up, but this ball game belongs to the defense line. And you've heard it said over and over in football that you keep from getting beat on defense and you win on offense, and I guarantee you these kids kept us from getting beat tonight.
That was a key breakup for you because it told them what kind of defense you had in the second game.
It did. I think it gave us some confidence, and it broke up the third down play and made them punt the football to us. So from there we get the football with a chance to go with it.
Now, this was the key series in the game, wasn't it?
I believe this is a scoring series. Our first play there is Paul Davenport, who picks up good yards on the dive. We come back with one pass off to the side, and he keeps the football and gains a couple of real tough yards there. And he's coming back with a little counter type thing up in the middle. Here we see Michael Pierce, one of the many injured players that we missing going into the playoffs and in this ball game.
Here's a key play, right? Coming up next.
Just a second. I believe John Gates is going to make the second reception. This is the first down play. Makes first down for us, gives us football. We're going to keep possession, and eventually we're on the score off of this drive. Abrams is going to want to keep it here. We're coming up here now to call the next play will be the touchdown run, I believe. They're going to pause on keep the play, but Todd has established himself as a threat in this ball game, and they are keying on him hard right now. Here goes Paul on the takeoff. You can't see. He was blocking on it, but he went in there behind Bill Condon, Butch Lewis, and John Barth, who's weighing 83, which is Gene Lawson's number for this ball game, and scored 27 yards of score. Mike Connor came in and did the extra point. Mike was a freshman kicker. Did a real good job this year filling in on the extra point field goal after Gene got hurt.
All right, you scored on your second possession of the night. Proved to be the only points on the scoreboard all night long, so it had to really put you in the driver's seat.
And it did, and we felt, that we were in good shape at this point. But as we'll see in a few minutes, turnovers became a very big part of this football game, and we just kept putting more and more pressure on the defense, and so they just kept rising to the occasion and coming to this big boy here can run the football, and it looked like he was going to break one, but somebody grabbed it too late. There's a good lick right there by Cisco Analon on 31. Did a good job on the cross there. And Thomas Smith on the 5 in front of the screen played real good football there and made a couple interceptions, big hit. Norbert Dean and Joel Stallings back up the middle there. Has both in time. Scholarship. Joel's going to Mississippi College. Norbert's going to the University of Alabama. Played by Austin. One of their completions. I think they had 2 for the night. So did a good job on that.
It was amazing whether the way it was, there weren't more turnovers.
Well, it was 15 in the ball game, Ron. We fumbled 9 times, they fumbled 6. Had a little dip to do. They threw back to the wing back on the reverse. He threw the pass down there. We had good coverage. Very alert secondary play. And we forced the punt here. They're going down and on.